Hello, dear students. In this video, we are going to discuss the summarized form of the process that basically involved in case of metabolism of carbohydrate. So, what is basically carbohydrate? So, carbohydrate is a biomolecule that is actively participate in the energy production of the body. So, carbohydrate has to be metabolized to produce ATP, and ATP is basically considered as the energy currency of our body that is responsible for the different metabolic function and providing energy to carry out this different function. So let's see what are these process. The first and most important process is glycolysis. This is basically the oxidation of glucose into pyruvate and lactate. So the rate limiting enzyme is phosphofructokinase and the location is cell cytoplasm. This table is very important from GPAT and NIPER point of view. Very important videos. Next is gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is a process that is formation of carbohydrate from a non-carbohydrate sources such as your amino acid and glycerol. What is the rate limiting enzyme? Fructose 1,6-bisphosphate. Where it is carried out? It carried out in the cytosol, and some part of this gluconeogenesis is carried out inside the mitochondria. Next is your glycogenesis. Glycogenesis means synthesis of glycogen from glucose. So this is basically storage form of glucose. That is formation of glycogen from glucose. So the rate limiting enzyme is glycogen synthetase. Where it is carried out? It is carried out in the cytosol. Next is glycogenolysis. When the lysis word comes, that means breakdown. Glycogen breakdown. So breakdown of glycogen to what compound? Glucose. So what is the rate limiting enzyme? Phosphorylase. Where it is carried out? It carried out in the cytosol. Next is citric acid cycle or Krebs cycle. So what happens when acetyl coenzyme A basically converted to carbon dioxide and water by production of energy. So question can be asked, how many ATP can be produced from one TCA cycle? From one TCA cycle, 12 ATP produced. From one acetyl coenzyme A, one ATP is one TCA cycle is uh, uh, carried out, a total 12 ATP is produced. So isocitrate dehydrogenase is the rate limiting enzyme and it is extensively carried out inside the mitochondria. Next is HMP shunt, also known as pentose phosphate pathway. Okay, this is basically an alternative pathway to your glycolysis and TCA cycle. The rate limiting enzyme is glucose 6 phosphate dehydrogenase G6PD, and it is carried out inside the cytosol. And next is uronic acid pathway, basically conversion of glucose to glucuronic acid. The rate limiting enzyme is UDP glucose 6 dehydrogenase, and where it is carried out? It is carried out inside the liver. Okay, so this is the summarized form of the information that what are the process that is required for the metabolism of carbohydrate to produce energy to carry out the what we can say metabolic process of in case of human body. So this is the process. So again I am summarizing: glycolysis, gluconeogenesis, glycogenolysis, TCA cycle, HMP shunt, and uronic pathway. Okay, thank you so much. So please remember this table carefully. Question asked from this table, basically the rate limiting enzyme, what is the location. So these two things is important from your exam point of view. Thank you so much.